So let us continue with uh, questions on Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so the largest single source of income to the Chola state was land tax. So couple of questions from Chola are also there, no problem. What is the name of the Chola king who conquered the northern part of Sri Lanka? We've already seen Rajaraja Chola. So Rajaraja Chola was the elder person. Rajendra Chola is the son of Rajaraja Chola. So he conquered the northern part, and Rajendra Chola conquered the full of Sri Lanka and also spread to Southeast Asia. He conquered all the coastal region along Orissa, Gangaikonda, Cholapuram, and slowly he conquered till Indonesia. So his influence there till Indonesia. So we can see that the first dynasty is the slave dynasty. So obviously it will be 1206 to 1290. And second, our slave dynasty, also called as the Mameluke dynasty. Okay. Second dynasty is Khilji dynasty. Khilji dynasty followed by Tughlaq dynasty, followed by Sayyid dynasty, followed by Lodi dynasty. So these are in order, correct order. So obviously you can arrange the dates. 1290. So 1290 to 1320 will be Khilji dynasty. Okay. 1322, 1414 will be Tughlaq dynasty. 1414 to 1451 will be Sayyid dynasty. And this 1526 is Battle of Panipat. Very, very important. Very standard. Okay. 1526 is Battle of Panipat. Last Lodi ruler, Ibrahim Lodi, was defeated by Babur, and it resulted in the establishment of the Mughal Empire. So, very, very important. 1526, first Battle of Panipat. So, who among the sultans is credited with having introduced purely Arabic currency of gold and silver? Okay. So, Alauddin Khilji, we've seen more famous for market reforms and prohibiting what you say alcohol and intermingling of nobles, etc., and military reforms, paying soldiers in cash, etc. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, we have seen he's famous for that four or five things decisions which he has taken, like shifting the capital from Delhi to Daulatabad and increasing the taxation in the Ganga Yamuna Doab region when there is a famine, and giving copper coins as token currency in place of gold and silver. And also he gave Takavi loans, agriculture loans. So all those things, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Qutbuddin Aibak, we have seen slave dynasty founder. He's also called as Lakbaksh, and he had started the construction of Qutub Minar. He had constructed Quwwat ul Islam Mosque. That's all. Few of those things. And Adai Dinka Jomra. Iltutmish, we have seen, is the son-in-law of Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, he completed the Qutub Minar, and he introduced purely Arabic currency of gold and silver. Try to remember that. So, who was the first Sultan of Delhi Sultanate? Obviously, Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, he was followed by Iltutmish, followed by Raja Sultana. Of course, in between one or two small kings will be there, and last prominent king in the what is a slave dynasty is Ghiyasuddin Balban, and they are all Turkish origin. Remember that also. Except the Lodi dynasty, all the others are Turkish origin. The Lodi dynasty is from Afghan origin. To which dynasty did the first women ruler, Raja Sultana, belong? As we saw after Iltutmish, Raja Sultana became the Sultana. So she belonged to the slave dynasty or the Mameluke dynasty. She was there for only 4 years, and she fell in love with a Abyssinian slave. We've seen all that, Yakut Khan. Later, she married Altunia. So Qutub Minar, the Minar was built by two sultans, Qutbuddin Aibak and Iltutmish, which is true. It was started by Qutbuddin Aibak in the memory of Qutbuddin. We've seen Bakhtiyar, Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki something. Let us check, cross check. Qutub Minar was built in memory of. Okay, Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. Okay, Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, very prominent Sufi saint. In Bhakti Sufi movement, it will come frequently. Minar is made up of red sandstone with white marble on top. Always Delhi Sultanate and Mughal Empire means mostly it will be red sandstone. And during Shah Jahan period, marble became more famous in Taj Mahal, etc. But even before that, marble presence was there. So Balban, he started his career as a slave and the bodyguard of Iltutmish. Okay, he took the title Jili Ilahi and Naibi Kuda, and also we've seen he introduced Sizda and Paibos, that is prostrating before the king and kissing his hand. So basically, he tried to portray the Sultan as what you say, some divine, almost a representative of God on earth, something like that. So he tried to portray that what you say, Turkish traditions. He introduced three Persian traditions in his court that were brought from Iran. So true, we have seen Sizda, Paibos, one other thing maybe. But Zili Ilahi is the title which he took, and Naibi Kuda. So all these things you have to remember. Ghiyasuddin Balban is the last prominent ruler of the slave dynasty or the Mameluk dynasty. So, which Sultan is said to have adopted the policy of blood and ivory? So again, Balban, as we have seen, he had a very strict rule, and he followed the policy of blood and iron. So if you are not from a royal origin, he will not even meet because he is not exactly from a royal origin. So he wanted to maintain that dignity, and he wanted people to think great of him. So he was very much in favor of what is a royal blood. So if anyone comes from royal lineage, he used to give them a lot of respect. And if someone is not from royal lineage, he didn't. I mean, he never used to respect them also. Next, who among the following is known as Lak Baksh? We have already seen. Okay, who among the following is known as Lak Baksh? Kutubuddin Aibak. Okay, because he is a slave of Muhammad Ghori, and because he has established a dynasty. Okay, so he wanted people to be in favor of him. So he donated what is a lot of money, and he was called as Lak Baksh. Kutubuddin Aibak. See, Kutubuddin Aibar, okay, he came after the Battle of Tarain, okay. Battle of Tarain is between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori. The second one, Prithviraj Chauhan is defeated. First one, Battle of Tarain won, Prithviraj Chauhan had won in 1191. In the second Battle of Tarain, which we see is again very important, okay, remember all these things, they are very important. First Battle of Tarain is between in 1191. The date is also important. First battle is between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori, and it was won by Prithviraj Chauhan. Again, the next year, 1192, the second battle of Tarain was same between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. This time, Muhammad Ghori has won. So remember all that. And after that, Kutubuddin Aibak founded the slave dynasty. So in order to get the honor and what you say favor from the people and the nobles, etc., he gave lavish donations. So he was called as Lakbaksh. Same thing is repeated. So consider the following statements regarding Iltutmish. Okay, the second and after Kutubuddin Aibak, Iltutmish is the son-in-law of Kutubuddin Aibak. Okay, he transferred his capital from Lahore to Delhi. So initially the capital was in Lahore. Now it was transferred to Delhi, which is true. He introduced a new administrative system called Ikta. Okay, Ikta, Iktadar, all that we have seen, that is also true. He introduced coins of Tanka and Jeetal. So remember that. That is also correct. So he introduced Tanaka and Jeetal. Who was ruling Delhi Sultanate when Chengiz Khan invaded Central Asia? We have seen that when Chengiz Khan was pursuing Mangabarni, okay, Jalaluddin Mangabarni. Is it Jalaluddin? Let's see, Mangabarni, very important.
Mangobhani.
Okay, Jalaluddin Mangabarni. Okay, so he was from the Khwarizm region. He was being what you say pursued by Chengiz Khan, and then he came to Iltutmish to take refuge, but Iltutmish refused. So Chengiz Khan did not invade India. Otherwise, he would have probably invaded India also at that time. So all that is very important. So Diwani Kohi in the Delhi Sultanate period was related to agriculture. We've seen military department is Diwani Arz, and we've seen couple of other departments also. Whenever it comes, try to remember. Diwani Arz is military department. Diwani Kohi is agriculture. Very important. So regarding Alauddin Khilji, he was the first Muslim ruler to cross the Vindhyas and conquer south, which is true. We have seen first he had conquered Gujarat, After becoming Sultan, he had conquered Ranthambore, Chittor, etc. in the north central region. Later, he sent Malik Kafur to the south, who conquered everything, Devagiri and the Hoysalas, Pandyas, or he and Kakatiyas of Warangal. So he defeated much of South India. He started branding of horses, which is called as Dag. Okay, Dag is branding of horses, so that you don't bring two horses and say that there are 10 horses. Each and every horse is branded. He implemented the policy of direct land revenue collection from peasants. Okay, this is also part of his reforms. And there are several other reforms which are, Alauddin Khilji is famous for those market reforms and paying soldiers in cash, etc. All those are very important. Alauddin Khilji paid the soldiers in cash. Okay, that is also frequently asked. Remember. So, match the following departments created by Tughlaq dynasty. Let us see. So, Department of Slaves is Bandagan. So, it makes sense. Bandagan, obviously. So, slaves. And Department of Charity is Diwani Khairat. Remember that. Department for Pension is Diwani Istai. And next, Charitable Hospital is Darul Shafiq. Okay. Basically, Darul means it's a positive word. What you say, there is frequently this Darul Islam and all that, what you say, bringing from darkness to light, etc. All that comes somewhere. So, try to remember one or two things. Easy to remember slaves, Bandagan, Department of Military, we've seen Devaniyas, and Department of Agriculture, Devani Kohi. Okay. And also, what pension is take, okay. Charity is Khairat. Try to remember as many you can. And charitable hospitals are Darul Shafiq. Consider the following statements regarding Indo-Islamic architecture. We've seen, right? Mostly what is arch and dome. Okay, Petra Dora is also mostly you can see in Taj Mahal. Very important technique, Petra Dora. In Taj Mahal, you can see it's basically floral design, floral designs on the wall. Floral designs are engraved on the what is a background. Okay, on the marble, you have this colorful floral designs. This is called Petra Dora technique. Okay, all these things you can see them in most of the Delhi Sultanate and Mughal. Okay, you have the marble base, and on that you have this floral designs are engraved. That is called the Petra Dura technique. Very important, very famous for the what is say Persian style of architecture. Next, mosaic also similar. The minar is max of polygonal and circular shapes, which is largely built of red and buff sandstone. So red sandstone and buff sandstone, that is true. And the minars we've seen in Taj Mahal also, we have four minars, and almost all the Indo-Persian, the Indo-Islamic architecture will contain the minars also. And they will be of polygonal or circular shapes. When you see from the above, you will realize. Okay, minar, minar, polygonal or circular. So basically, um, any minars here. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, so remember that the minars is of polygonal and circular shapes, etc. They are built with red sandstone. Most of the Delhi Sultanate and Mughals they use red sandstone and marble. Who among the following were called neo-Muslims during the reign of Jalaluddin Khalji? Jalaluddin Khalji. Okay, fine. So Jalaluddin Khalji is basically what you say, the father-in-law of Alauddin Khilji and the founder of the Khilji dynasty. And according to him, neo-Muslims were Mongols. Remember that. He called the Mongols as neo-Muslims. Okay, during the Sultanate period, which among the following is not a category of land during the Sultanate period? So the others are category of lands. Ikta is not exactly category of land. Ikta is basically a system of what you say land revenue system. Iktadar, like providing the officer with land, Ikta, and that one. On the other hand, classification of land is Inam lands means given to mosques, okay, mansabs, all these things. Khalisa is also, let us check some of these words. Khalisa, Khalisa during Delhi Sultanate. Okay, Khalisa refers to land owned by the emperor directly. Remember this? It was sole property of the emperor and not part of the royal treasury. So it is the exclusive land owned by emperor Khalisa. And we have seen what is that? Inam and Mansab. Inam is mostly given to temples, etc. Inam that was assigned or granted to religious leaders or religious institutions. Those are called as Inam lands. Okay. And Mansab during usually Mansabdari system is more prominent in the Mughal system. The Mansab system was the grading system used by the Mughal rulers to fix the rank and salary of Mansabdar. Okay, so that is also fine. Mansabdari is mostly during Mughal rulers. Ikta. Ikta system was a unique type of land distribution and administrative system. Okay, it is not exactly type of land. It is a land distribution system introduced during the reign of Iltutmish. We have already seen that their lands are divided into several large and small tracts called Ikta and assigned to the Sultan soldiers, officers, nobles. So let us look at the question. So even Mansab is wrong actually. Okay. So Inam is a type of land. Khalisa is a type of land. Ikta is the type of land distribution system. And Mansabdari system is from the Mughals. So based on that, you can see which is the best answer. In this case, there is not clarity. Anyway, the king was free from his people and they are free from their king. Obviously, first and foremost, you have to remember Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Okay, and it was said by Badoni. Even that is also important. Okay, Badoni said the king was free from his people and they are free from their king because of the various reforms which Muhammad bin Tughlaq had taken. Okay, we what is that? Shifting the capital from Delhi to Dawlatabad and giving copper currency as token currency in place of gold and silver, and increasing the taxation in the Ganga Yamuna Doab during famine. And last one is giving the agriculture loans, Takavi loans for buying seeds and etc. So most of them were not popular. First, they are outright disastrous. So he is so Muhammad bin Tughlaq, when he has died, Badauni has said that the Sultan is free from the people and the people from the Sultan. That's very important statement. So Alauddin Khilji built the Siri fort. So Alauddin Khilji, we've seen he built the Alai Darwaja, Alai Minar, some of those things which we've seen. Siri fort, I'm not sure what it is. Let us check that. Siri fort during Khilji. Okay, located in the heart of capital, Siri is the second among seven cities of Delhi and the first to be built by Alauddin Khilji. Fine. So this is the Siri fort, not very prominent, but try to remember. So Alauddin Khilji built the Siri fort. Okay, Alai Minar, Alai Darwaja, all those things. He wished to safeguard Delhi from Mongol invasions. That is true. Okay, at that time you can see that Mongol invasions were very prominent in that region, but he safeguarded Delhi from the Mongol invasion. Okay, and he built the Siri fort in order to protect from the Mongol invasions. Okay, so that is also what this is saying. So try to remember all that. So again, we've seen Minasul Siraj is Tabakati Nagri. That is one thing we remember, right? Minaj Siraj is Tabakati Nagri. I should remember that. So C1, okay, C1, and this is the only option with C1. See, so just by remembering one thing, you are able to make up the answer because none of the options have C1. Okay, so obviously this is the answer. And also, we've remembered Amir Khusro Tughlaq Nama also. Okay, Padsha Nama and all Inayat Khan, all those things we have remembered. That will come in the Mughals, of course. So Mina Siraj, try to remember Tabakati Nazri. Very standard question. That is one thing. And Al Biruni wrote Tariki Hind. We have seen that also. Very, very important. Al Biruni wrote Tariki Hind, and Hasan Nizami wrote Tajul Masir. Try to remember if you can. But Minaj Siraj, Tabakati Nazri, and Amir Kushro Tughlaq Nama. All these are very, very important. Okay, Tariki Hind is Al Biruni. So Qutbuddin Aibak was the founder of Delhi Sultanate and was the first independent ruler, which is true. We saw he is the founder, also called as Lakbaksh. Qutbuddin Aibak laid foundation of Qutub Minar in the name of Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kake, which is true. He laid the foundation. It was later completed by Iltutmish. So he built two mosques. First one is Qubatul Islam, we have seen, and Adai Dinka Chopra. Okay, Adai Dinka Chopra means that which is built in 2.5 days, and Qubat ul Islam. Those are two very important mosques of Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, and also Adai Dinka Chopra is in Ajmer, and Qubat ul Islam is in Delhi. So remember all these points. Very important, very standard. So consider the following statements and mark the option which is true. Muhammad bin Tughlaq formulated the famine code to provide relief to famine affected people. As we saw, he increased the taxation during the famine, but also he formulated the famine code also. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq actually wanted to bring in reforms to help the people only. First Sultan to visit the Dargah of Moinuddin Chishti in Ajmer. Yes, this is very famous Dargah of Moinuddin Chishti in Ajmer. Even today, a lot of tourists go there. A lot of this Bollywood movie stars also go regularly to this. Okay, so it's very important. Chishti order, okay, Aulia, all these things will come in Bhakti Sufi movement. These are famous, what you say, orders of the Sufi saints. We have seen, right? Kutubuddin Aibak, Bakhtiyar Kaki, etc. Nizamuddin Aulia, Moinuddin Chishti. All these are very prominent Sufi saints. Okay, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, we have seen Firoz Shah Tughlaq and Sikandar Lodi and Aurangzeb. Three emperors who were not secular. Remember that. He imposed jizya on Brahmins. Remember that. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. And he also made the Ikta system hereditary. Remember that also. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, immediately we have to remember, he imposed jizya on Brahmins and he was not secular and he made Ikta system hereditary. All these things you have to remember. The irrigation tax was charged on the farmers for the first time by which of the following? Okay, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He charged the irrigation tax. Who was the Sultan of Delhi when Taimur invaded India in 1398? Muhammad Shah Tughlaq. Remember that? When Taimur invaded India, it was Muhammad Shah Tughlaq who was the Delhi Sultan. So Razia Sultana is only for 4 years. So you can look at the options from 11 to 36, more than 4 years. 46 to 66, so almost 20 years. This is wrong. 40 to 42, only 2 years. 36 to 40. Okay, so even based on that, we can say, even if you don't remember 1236 to 1240, just based on the fact that she ruled for only 4 years, you can make out this is the answer. Also try to remember 1236 to 1240. Okay, the first and the only female Sultan, and she was daughter of Iltutmish, and she is followed by Ghiyasuddin Balban, and she what had an affair with Abyssinian slave Yaqut Khan. Later, when she was taken captive by Altunia, and she married Altunia and came back, but on the way she had died. So remember all those points when it comes to Razia Sultana. So one of the reform of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad, which was actually Devagiri. Devagiri he renamed as Daulatabad and shifted it to Delhi. Why? To have a better control of South India. But because of the water crisis, within 2 years he shifted back, and because of that, many people have died. Long making the long journey, okay, of more than 2,000 kilometers something. So all that is important. So who among the following is the founder of Lodi dynasty? So Bahlul Khan Lodi is the founder, and one of the prominent is Sikandar. What do you say? Sikandar Khan Lodi, and the last ruler is what do you say? Ibrahim Khan Lodi. Ibrahim Khan Lodi, and Ibrahim Khan Lodi's governor invited Babur. Okay, and Ibrahim Khan Lodi was defeated by Babur in the Battle of Panipat. Which can anyone say the date? Very very important. I've told multiple times. Battle of Panipat, first Battle of Panipat. Okay.
1526.
Yes, 1526. Very important. First battle of Panipat is 1526. Second battle of Panipat 1556 between Hemu and Akbar. Third Battle of Panipat, 1761, between Marathas and Afghans. So regarding Tughlaq dynasty, Tughlaq was the third dynasty that reigned over the Delhi Sultanate. Yes, first is slave or Mamluk dynasty, followed by the what is the Khilji dynasty, followed by Tughlaq dynasty. Firoz Shah Tughlaq abolished more than 20 taxes and was confined only to four taxes sanctioned by Sharia. Fine. So we have seen he imposed jizya also on non-Muslims and also on Brahmins, and also he imposed irrigation tax, etc. So he allowed only four taxes. All the other taxes he has removed, and he was religiously non-tolerant. Edward Thomas described Muhammad, what is this? Muhammad bin Tughlaq as a prince among moneyers. So basically, everyone felt that Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to do something good for the people, but he was very ambitious and very, what do you say, he could not do it. He failed in most of his reforms. Fine. The Buddhist universities of Nalanda, and Nalanda University means first thing it has to come in your mind is Kumaragupta of the Gupta dynasty. He was the founder of the Nalanda University. Okay, Kumaragupta of Nalanda University. Anyway, the Buddhist universities of Nalanda and Vikramshila in Bihar were destroyed by which? Bakhtiyar Khilji. Remember that. Okay, Bakhtiyar Khilji destroyed Nalanda and Vikramshila. So Bahlol Lodi is the first ruler of Lodi dynasty, which is true. Babur fought the first battle of Panipat in 1526 with last ruler of Lodi dynasty, Ibrahim Lodi. Mughal Empire was established after Lodi dynasty. All standard questions which you have to remember. In the revenue administration of Delhi Sultanate, the in charge of revenue collection was known as Amil. We have already seen this. Okay, in charge of revenue collection is Amil, and military is Diwani Ach, agriculture is Diwani Kohi, and the office of Mir Bakshi came into existence during the reign of Mughals, okay, not Khiljis, Mughals. Mir Bakshi was the head of the military, okay, is the military commander, and it is during the Mughal period. So only A is the answer. Whose army was defeated by the large army of Kakatiya rulers in 1303 at Warangal? Okay, so Alauddin Khilji, we know he sent an army in the Deccan, I mean to the south, and Malik Kafur had defeated the Kakatiya rulers also. But maybe somewhere war means it will take multiple times, right? Couple of times. Maybe somewhere in 1333, Kakatiya rulers defeated once, maybe. But later, Malik Kafur, almost we have seen he defeated the Hoysalas, Pandyas, Cheras, and Kakatiyas, everyone. So Alauddin Khilji was the first Delhi Sultanate ruler to send southern expeditions. Who among the following shifted the Ashokan pillars from Meerut and Chopra to New Delhi? We have seen multiple times Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay, so Firoz Shah Tughlaq, what you have to remember? Religiously intolerant, imposed jizya, and he had only four taxes based on Sharia, and he imposed the irrigation tax, and he shifted the pillars from Chopra and Meerut to New Delhi. So, who among the following is said to have witnessed the reigns of eight Delhi Sultans? Very standard question. Amir Khusrau. And Amir Khusrau is also called as Tuti Hind, right? Something we'll see. Let us check. He's a very prominent. He has seen eight, what is it, eight Sultans. So, he lived for a long period. Very prominent poet. Amir is called as, okay, Tuti Hind. This is very important. He is called as Tuti Hind. He is also called as father of Urdu literature. So, he is famous for both literature and music. Amir Khusro. Okay, remember all these things. Very important. Tuti Hind, father of Urdu literature. So we have seen Minas Us Siraj. Okay, Minas Us Siraj is Tabakati Nasari. We have seen multiple times. Very important. Minas Us Siraj wrote Tabakati Nasiri. Shamsi Siraj said, okay. Barani, we have seen something. Badauni is the one who said the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Sultan is freed from people, people freed from Sultan. What did Barani say? Let us see.
तारिक है फिरोज शाही
Barani wrote, what is that? Okay,
तारिक आई फिरोज
uh,
शाही
okay. Tariki Firoz Shahi. Okay, Tariki basically. Tariki Firoz Shahi. Tariki Firoz Shahi was written by Ziauddin Barani, and Futuhati Firoz Shahi was written by Firoz Shah himself. Okay, Tariki Firoz Shahi and Fatwa-e-Jahandari. Try to remember that also. Two books by Ziauddin Barani. So that is also Barani is also very important. Tariq, what is that? Tariki Firoz Shahi and Futuhati Firoz Shahi written by Firoz Shah and Jahandari. What is that? Fatwa-e-Jahandari. Minaj us Siraj is Tabaqati Nazari and Amir Kushro is called as Tuti-e-Hind and father of Urdu literature. So this we've seen in that movie Rani Padmavati, right? Raja Ratan Singh was the king of Chittor. First, after conquest of Gujarat, Alauddin Khilji then he conquered Ranthambore in Chittor and that Mewar region also. In Chittor, he was after what is it, Rani Padmini Devi, who is the wife of Rana Ratan Singh. And after conquest of Gujarat, he also took over that queen Kamala Devi. All those are important. Maharana Pratap Singh, Ranjit Singh. So, who was the ruler of Devagiri? At the time of Alauddin Khilji's invasion, he sent Malik Kafur to the Deccan and he defeated the Devagiri ruler Ramachandra Dev. Okay, Malik Kafur is the person who went, and in the Kakatiya he fought against Prataprudra. Okay, Prataprudra II, I think. And Rana Ratan Singh is from Chittor. When Alauddin Khilji invaded Chittor, then he killed Rana Ratan Singh. In the Devagiri, Ramachandra Dev. Try to remember that. So, whose army was defeated? We've seen already 1303. So, Alauddin Khilji army was defeated by the Kakatiya ruler in 1303. Later, I believe Malik Kafur defeated again. Anyway, what was the boundary between the Delhi Sultanate and Mongols? This is the river Indus. You can, if you look at the map, you can make out it is river Indus. Okay. So, Sikandar Lodi was the founder of city of Agra in 1504. We've seen after Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Sikandar Lodi was also not very tolerant and he founded the city of Agra. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the first sultan to advance Takawi loans. We have seen, right, for peasants for digging wells, agricultural loans, Takawi loans. So that is MBT, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Alauddin Khilji started the practice of old age pension. I don't think so because we in Alauddin Khilji we never see that. Let us see which sultan started. So he's saying Alauddin Khilji started the practice of old age pension. Okay, let us see anywhere else it is the same thing. Department. Okay, so probably that is also true. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq first to give the loans. Samdar are known as Takawi loans. So nothing much is mentioned about that. We have seen the pension system also, right? Some Diwani something, Kaisrat, charitable institution, etc. Anyway, so try to remember. Alauddin Khilji started practice of old age pensions also. Fine. Try to remember all those 3 points. So which of the two following is true about Firoz Shah Tughlaq? He established a Department of Public Works. Okay, fine. And we saw that he had a irrigation tax, right? And the only four taxes according to Sharia. He formed a charity department. So we have seen the name also of the charity department, Diwani something. He constructed a water clock and sun clock at Delhi. So try to remember all these things also for Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Water clock and sun clock at Delhi, charity department, Department of Public Works. So Mohammed bin Tughlaq, okay. Out of these things, land revenue based on actual measurement, usually Alauddin Khilji, okay, because he took up these several reforms, market reforms, land reforms. So land revenue assessment based on actual measurement is Alauddin Khilji, and okay, this restoration of prestige of crown, who is that? is Balban. So we've seen that that time Razia Sultana was there, and she had affairs with Abyssinian slaves, etc. She was killed on the way back, and later a couple of weak rulers. So Balban, we saw with the policy of blood and iron. Okay, we've seen Balban is a very strong ruler. He introduced the Sizda, Paibos, everything, Turkish Nowruz festival, etc. All those things. So he tried to restore the prestige of the crown. And Firoz Shah Tughlaq, we've seen creation of employment bureau also. Okay, fine. And Mohammed bin Tughlaq is creation of Department of Agriculture called as Diwani Kohi. So try to remember all these things as much as possible. So Alauddin Khilji called himself Sikandar-e Saini. Okay, Sikandar means Alexander. Okay, Alexander name, Alexander is called as Sikandar. That has a very long history. So if you remember, Kumaraswamy, also known as Skanda Kumara. He was in the ancient mythology. He was a very famous, what is a very powerful. He's called God of War, everything, right? He's the elder son of Lord Shiva. So Skanda Kumara. So that Skanda slowly it became Skanda, Sikandar, like that Sikandar. So then Alexander was very fond of all this, what you say, literature, mythology, etc. coming from this. So that's why he wanted to conquer the whole world and he wanted to be great, etc. So he brought in the word Sikandar. And Alauddin Khilji also wanted to become like Alexander, conquer the whole world, but it was not practically possible. So he took the title Sikandar-e Saini. That's also very important. So second Alexander means Sikandar-e Saini by Alauddin Khilji. With reference to Delhi Sultanate, who was the founder of Sayyid dynasty? We have seen Khizr Khan. Okay, after the Tughlaq dynasty, it is Sayyid dynasty and Khizr Khan. And after Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty, which is the first Afghan dynasty by Bahlu Lodi. Okay, Alam Shah, I think, is the last of the Sayyid dynasty. Let us see. So we have seen multiple times Amil, okay, administrative unit called Pargana, okay, was headed by official known as Amil, and he was responsible for collection of revenue, right? So Alai Darwaza, built by Alauddin Khilji, is a gateway leading to the Quwwat ul Islam. So Quwwat ul Islam was built by Kutubuddin Aibak, right? Kutubuddin Aibak built the Quwwat Islam and Adai Din Ka Jomra. And Qutub Minar he started, completed by Iltutmish. And what is this? Alai Darwaza. Alai Darwaza is a gateway to the Quwwat ul Islam, and it was built by Alauddin Khilji. Alai Darwaza, Alai Minar, etc. etc. Okay, cities. You can say Tughlaqabad by what is this? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Okay, and we've seen Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Agra. Agra, where did we see? By Sikandar Lodi. In Sikandar Lodi, we have seen Agra. Okay, he built Agra, and he was non-secular, religiously intolerant. Alauddin Khilji, we've seen Siri Fort already. We've seen once. He built the Siri Fort to stop the Mongol invasions. Alauddin Khilji. And what else is saying? 1B, Alauddin Khilji Siri Fort is fine. 2C. So Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq is Tughlaqabad, and his son Muhammad bin Tughlaq is Daulatabad. Firoz Shah Tughlaq built Hisar, okay, in Haryana. Firoz Shah Tughlaq built Hisar, and Sikandar Lodi built Agra. So try to remember two or three of those things. So Bahlu Lodi was the founder of Lodi dynasty, which is true. First one is Bahlu Lodi, last one is Ibrahim Lodi. Sikandar Lodi transferred his capital from Delhi to Agra. Yes, we've seen just now, very important. He introduced Gaji Sikandari for 32-inch measurement of agriculture land. This is also true, we have seen. Gaji Sikandari. Ibrahim Lodi was the first Sultan of Delhi who was killed in battleground. Okay, because he was the last Lodi, last ruler of the Lodi dynasty, and he was killed by Babur in Battle of Panipat 1526. So that is also true. In medieval India, what did the term Zeetal? We've seen already. Nishka, Zeetal, they are all coins. We've seen. Zetal is also a point. So try to remember some of these taxes. Gari is house tax. Gar means house. So you can make it from that. And Charai. Charai is some additional tax. Okay. Sondar. Sondar is, so there is obviously something wrong here. Abwas means partial tax. Anyway, I think Gari means agriculture loan, maybe ABCD. Anyway, no need to go into that depth. These are, I mean, I have not seen these taxes anywhere, so not very important. Raja was the first and last female Sultan of Delhi, definitely true. And we have also seen the dates. What is that? 1236 to 1240, 4 years, remember. She was the first Sultan to put towards the divine theory of kingship. This is not Raja Sultana, this is Balban. Okay, Ghiasuddin Balban restored the prestige of the crown. He took the titles Zini Ilahi and Nabi. He put something we have seen, right? Those two, Zini Ilahi is more important. And he introduced Sizada and Paibos, two Turkish traditions, and also he celebrated the festival of Nowruz. So all these things, and he took the divine theory of kingship. So that is Ghiasuddin Balban. So only A is correct. So Balban was the consolidator of Sultanate and he broke the power of Chahalgani. So Chahalgani is the group of 40 Turkish nobles created by Iltutmish, okay, the second person in the slave dynasty. So Iltutmish created the Chahalgani and Ghiyasuddin Balban destroyed the Chahalgani. He had established separate military department and known as, see, Diwani as is military department. And Diwani Vizarat is, I think, let us see. Usually, Vizar means Prime Minister. Let us see what is Diwani Vizarat. Okay, most important officer after Sultan, more like the Prime Minister. So that was by, what do you say, Balban. He has written Balban. Diwani Arjan, Diwani Vizarat. He adopted the family famous policy of blood and iron and forwarded his divine theory of kingship. All these are Ghiyasuddin Balban. Who among the following rulers from the Ilbari dynasty? So we've seen all that Ilbari, first Ilbari, second Ilbari. They are subparts of slave dynasty. Died of injuries while playing chaugan or horse polo. This Kutubuddin Aibak, the first person itself, he died while playing the horse polo, and that horse belonged to the Prithviraj Chauhan or someone, the ruler whom he destroyed. That particular horse, and he belonged to the Ilbari dynasty. Remember that also. So why is the slave dynasty considered as misnomer? Because except for Kutubuddin Aibak, okay, no other ruler was a slave. Okay, only three rulers of this dynasty were slaves, and even they were manumitted by the masters. That means they were acquitted. I mean, they were released by the masters. Okay, fine. Technically, only Kutubuddin Aibak and his immediate descendants were slaves. So all the rulers of this dynasty did not belong to one family. Okay, so we can say, what is he saying? Which of the following is the correct? So this slave dynasty, Ghiyasuddin Balban is not directly belonging to the family. So this is one thing we can say. And let us see how many are slaves in slave dynasty. Dynasty of- After Delhi Sultanate. Hmm, it's not a very standard question, very difficult to answer also. List of slave dynasty rulers, Bahram, okay, okay, fine. So let us not go into the last Sultan of slave dynasty, Muhammad Qaikobar. Okay, let us not go into too much depth. Such question may not be asked also. Anyway, he's saying only B only. Only three rulers of this dynasty were slaves. Okay, fine, no problem. So what was the reason behind the market controls of Alauddin Khilji? As I said, he is the son-in-law, not a son, direct son, and he killed his father-in-law, Jalaluddin Khilji. So in order to gain control, he initially gave a lot of gold, etc., to the nobles, etc., etc. And after that, In order to have a good control, he never used to let his nobles intermingle or intermarry without his permission. He prohibited alcohol. He brought in a lot of market reforms, military reforms, Dag, Chehra, all those things we've seen. Also, land measurement reforms also. So, what was the reason behind the market controls? Need for maintaining large standing army to give relief to the public as an experiment. So, help the economic growth. You can say both one and two also because market controls. He had a separate department for vegetables, pulses, etc. Right, separate mandis. He started all the practices. So you can say economic growth also. But among these things, need for maintaining a large standing army. Okay, to he paid the soldiers in cash. So remember all those things, and whatever you feel is the better option, go with that. So Balban established separate military department, Divan years, which is true. Razia discarded female apparel, that is also true. We have seen she conducted the court with the face open. Alauddin Khilji treacherously murdered his father-in-law Jalaluddin Khilji, very much true. The founder of the Khalji dynasty was Jalaluddin Khilji. All are very true statements, standard statements, all of them. Okay, Adai Din ka Jompra is Kutubuddin Aibak and Jama Masjid. Jama Masjid we've seen, right? Who is that? Iltutmish. Okay, let us see Adai Din ka Jompra, A4, Kutubuddin Aibak, very standard. Quwwatul Islam and Adai Din ka Jompra. They both are Kutubuddin Aibak, and he also started the construction of Qutub Minar. Next, Hauji Kasat Delhi is Alauddin Khilji. Hauji Kasat. Alauddin Khilji, we've seen Alai Darwaja, Alai Minar, Siri Fort. Also remember Hauji Kasat. C3, Fortress of Adilabad is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq, first and foremost thing is Daulatabad. Okay, and also remember Fortress of Adilabad. So Jama Masjid at Badaun is Iltutmish. So we've seen Iltutmish. What is that? He completed Qutub Minar. Okay, and Jama Masjid at Badaun. Remember those two things at least. So which of the following works of Amir Khusro deals with the military expeditions of Alauddin Khilji? Khazain ul Futub. Remember that Amir Khusro, Tuti-e-Hind, all those things remember. And in Khazain ul Futub, he gave the military expeditions of Alauddin Khilji, which are he started with Gujarat, Ranthambore, Chittor, etc. Then went to South India. He sent Malik Kafur. Which Sultan of Delhi was a contemporary of Genghis Khan, Iltutmish? We have seen. When Genghis Khan was chasing Jalaluddin Mangabarni, he came to Iltutmish. Remember that, very important. And Iltutmish did not accept him. Okay, he did not give refuge. So Qutub Minar, its radius decreases after each story. We can see that it's a five-story structure. It was completed by Iltutmish. Okay, Qutub Minar was completed by Iltutmish. That is true. It has characteristics of both Hindu and Islamic architecture. Fine. So let us see about the stories. Is it just five? How many stories in Qutub Minar? Five stories. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. It is true. Qutub Minar is a 73-meter high and has five stories. Remember that. And it is made of red sandstone. And fourth and fifth also use marble. You can see some marble there also. And it has both Hindu and this thing. You can see the bells and all. So, and nearby also you can see a lot of what is that? Destroyed Hindu temple is also there nearby. If you see in the pictures also you can see. So they have used some part of the Hindu temple also. That is also there. It has characteristics of both Hindu and Islamic architecture. So which Rajput king defeated Muhammad Ghori for the first time? Okay, let us cross check. Rajput king who defeated Ghori. Okay, Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in Battle of Karen in 1191. That is very standard. But let us see. First Rajput king. First Rajput king. Okay, Prithviraj Chauhan only is the standard one. Try to remember that only. Don't remember anything else. Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in the Battle of Tarain 1191. Okay, in 1192 Battle of Tarain 2, Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan. All those are very important. Akbar is Battle of Panipat 2. Okay, Battle of Panipat 1 1526 is between Ibrahim Lodi and Babur. Akbar and forces of Hemu and Adil Shah. That is 1556. All those are very important. So you can say first is Qutub Minar without a doubt, just built by started by Qutbuddin Aibak. And Lodi Gardens, obviously, by what is say, Ibrahim. I mean, during the Lodi dynasty, right? So that is last among the Delhi Sultanate. That is one thing. And Tughlaqabad fort, we've seen Firoz Shah Tughlaq, I think. So that comes in the middle. Fatehpur Sikri is by Akbar. Very important. Fatehpur Sikri is built by Akbar. So obviously, it is in the last. It is because Mughals come later after the Delhi Sultanate. So Qutub Minar, Tughlaqabad Fort, Lodi Gardens, and Fatehpur Sikri. So during the time of Alauddin's invasion, Warangal was ruled by Kakatiya rulers Pratapa Rudra Deva II, I believe. Let us see. Kakatiya dynasty. Razia Sultana, she appointed the Abyssinian slave Yaqut Khan as master of royal horses, which is true. Disregarded the female apparel and held the court with face unveiled, that is true. She was the first woman ruler of Indian subcontinent. It is only in the Delhi Sultanate. Okay. So among these options, this is the wrong one. The court language of Delhi Sultanate was obviously Persian because they all came from Turkey, etc. Persian language was the court language of Delhi Sultanate. Who among the following built the largest number of irrigation canals? We have seen Firoz Shah Tughlaq is famous for the irrigation tax, irrigation canals, etc. Okay, imposed zizya on non-Brahmins and four taxes according to Sharia, and transferred the pillars from Meerut and Topra to, I mean, from Delhi to Agra, etc. All those things. So, based on which cause did Muhammad bin Tughlaq change his capital from Delhi to Devagari? Okay, to punish people of Delhi, no. Improve trade in the Deccan to spread Islam. I would say if there is an option to have better control of Southern or Deccan, that would be the better option. Okay, main reason for him to change his capital from Delhi to Devagiri, which he later renamed as Daulatabad, is to have a better control over the Delhi. I mean, a better control over the Deccan and the South region. But among these options, probably you can go for Mongol invasion, maybe in this option. But that is the main reason. What was the original name of Muhammad bin Tughlaq? We have already seen Jauna Khan. Okay, Jauna Khan was later named as Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He took the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Jauna Khan, who invaded Warangal and annexed it to the Sultanate, named Warangal as Sultanpur. Okay. Devagiri, he renamed as Daulatabad, and Warangal, he named as Sultanpur. Remember that? So Kakatiya ruler who declared his independence after the death of Alauddin Khilji. So initially he was what do you say, he was defeated by Malik Kafur. After Alauddin Khilji's death, Pratap Rudra. Okay, Ganapati Deva is famous for that Motupalli inscription. Okay, remember all these things. Very important Kakatiyas. So Alauddin Khilji sent expedition to against Kakatiyas in 1309 Malik Kafur. So we have seen in previous questions, right? In 1303, Kakatiyas defeated Alauddin Khilji, and again in 1309, Malik Kafur, he himself was defeated. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so that we have seen. Malik Kafur attacked Dwara Samudram, capital of Hoysalas, in 1311 and defeated its ruler Veera Balala. So AP history point of view also this is very important. Okay, so he defeated Pratap who is the ruler of Kakatiyas, and he defeated Veera Ballala III of Dwara Samudra of the Hoysalas. Remember all these things, mostly Karnataka region, southern Karnataka region. First Afghan dynasty which ruled Delhi was Lodhis. So all the others are Turks. Okay, the Tughlaqs, Khiljis, Mamelukes, Sayyid, everyone are from Turkish. Only the Lodhis are the first Afghan dynasty. So which Muslim ruler played Holi for the first time? So again, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, as I said, he's very tolerant religiously and he wanted to help the people also. So Muhammad bin Tughlaq is the first person who played Holi, Muslim ruler. Remember that. Which ruler first established his capital at Delhi? Okay, Tomaras, the Rajput Tomaras. They established Delhi, and the northern region Rajputs were very prominent. Later, we saw that the slave dynasty, etc., all these things. Which of the following best describe the social conditions in Delhi under the Sultanate of Delhi? He's saying only A and B. Let us see. There was prevalent caste system, there was widespread sati practice, there was widespread parda system. So widespread parda system was not there maybe. So remember sati was there and prevalent caste system was there. Courage was a type of tax imposed on cultivation. Okay, remember that. You've seen the other type of taxes also, right? Whatever you can remember, remember. Not. I mean, it's okay, not a big problem. So courage was type of tax imposed on cultivation. Which Mughal emperor followed Sher Shah Suri? This will come in Mughal, very important. Akbar. So before Akbar, Sher Shah Suri's land administration was very prominent, and Akbar also initially followed Sher Shah Suri's land administration for some time, and later he followed the what you say Todarmal Bandobast. Okay, Akbar's land administration, Todarmal's Bandobast, and all the thing will come in Mughal. That's all very important. So Akbar's land administration is also very important. The land is divided into different types: Banjar, Chachar, Polaj, Paroti, etc. And also there are different types of land administration, like what is say Galla Bakshi. All those things we'll see in Mughals. They're all very important. But initially he followed Sher Shah Suri's administration for around 10 years. So first battle of Panipat, Ibrahim Lodi and Babur, which is correct, 1526, right? Battle of Chanderi, Medini Rai and Babu. Okay, Battle of Chanderi. Try to remember Medini Rai and Babur. Battle of Gagra, Nusrat Shah and Babur. Okay, try to remember all those battles. Okay, so that is the end of Delhi Sultanate.